The Cincinnati Reds and the New York Mets, two preseason dream teams, meet in New York tonight with both clubs struggling to live up to their high hopes. But for Cincinnati manager Pete Rose, the subject of a painful season-long inquiry into his alleged illegal betting, the visit to New York is especially difficult. Frank Courier explains.
Tonight, Pete Rose and his Reds will try to stretch their winning streak to 2 against New York, the city where the Cincinnati manager is said to have feared for his safety because he hadn't paid his gambling debts to the mob. Major League Baseball is investigating this possible underworld connection. Allegations Rose bet heavily with this man, Richard Troy, nicknamed Val, who ran bets out of his house in Staten Island. Troy has been indicted for gambling and is linked to New York organized crime.
We always said that the investigation was ongoing, but I've never commented on it, and I'm not going to start now.
It's not the only time Rose's bets and debts have been tied to the crime syndicate. In a partnership with New York promoter Mike Bertolini, Rose turned autographed balls and baseball cards into cash at huge exhibitions and allegedly used the profits to settle debts with bookies. Bertolini won't comment on the allegations, but in a phone call secretly taped by Rose accuser Paul Jensen, he talks about Rose's decision to ignore more than $200,000 in debts.
The bookies in New York, how much do you...
Don't talk like that on the phone. I hate
All right.
that.
What are they going to do to him?
I don't know. We're not going to worry about them.
Oh, my God, Mikey. You're going to have some people after him.
In his deposition to Baseball, Rose told investigators, quote, "They threatened to burn down my house, to break my kids' legs if I didn't pay up." Threats that come as no surprise to organized crime experts.
If you're a gambler and you run up large debts, the people to whom you owe the money, and ultimately their organized crime figures, they're going to look to get paid.
With a renewed focus on links to the underworld and Rose's lawsuit against the baseball commissioner, the legal maneuvering on both sides threatens to postpone any verdict on his fate for weeks. For Pete Rose, who insists he never bet on baseball, every day of delay buys another day in the dugout. Frank Courier, CBS News, New York.